So that's a philosophical question. It's not something that's in the animal. It worked in the
Not
past.
necessarily something that has to do with what you eat.
Yes, but it's a good distinction. Predators have their eyes in the front, and vegetarians have their eyes on the side. It's a good rule.
What does it say about us?
What does it say about us? Are we really
as a
predators? Because I just gave you another explanation.
That we're tree climbers.
We used to be. Nowadays, less. But we're descended from tree climbers. You may touch this exhibit. Over here, you may touch. What is it?
왜 진짜냐고 물어봐.
Is it real? Yes, it's real.
맘모스인가?
What is it? African elephant.
Where's the
It's
rest
the
of the-
skull. These are the tusks.
Yeah, where's the rest of them?
Oh, they were broken off when the elephant was still alive. This elephant used to live in Tel Aviv. We had a zoo here in Tel Aviv many years ago, and this elephant used to live there, and that's how we have him. And when he got to the zoo, his tusks were already broken off. We don't know why.
And this is full size.
This
full,
is
full
the skull itself. Yeah, I think it was an adult elephant. Sometimes we get our exhibits that are on display from zoos around the country. A zoo, a zoological garden, where you can go and see animals. When the animals die, they send them to us.
You're compelled to, or did you voluntarily?
It's
It's
for
not like
operation. You're not
It's not
allowed
like the
to
books
sell
have
or
to,
buy.
like you have to send the books to the library, to the National Library.
No, it's cooperation. Here you can see that different birds have different beaks. Their mouth is shaped differently, and you can tell what they eat by looking at the beak. Okay, so this is very sharp. It can eat meat. This is good for looking for small animals in the mud. Okay, this is good for nuts, for things that are hard. This is how different animals chew their food. What you're moving is the predator, and this is the herbivore that eats plants. When you eat plants, you need to chew them for a long time. When you eat meat, you catch the meat and you tear it off. You don't need to chew it. And up here, these are all skulls of mammals. Mammals have teeth of different shapes. Mammals are the animals that have fur, like a pig, a giraffe, a leopard, a wolf. So you can look at their teeth and see what they eat. For example, look at the teeth over here on number 1. This is a leopard. You can look at the teeth and you can tell this eats meat. Look at the long, sharp teeth. They're good for meat. In the middle, number 6, is a giraffe. What does a giraffe eat?
Giraffe?
The one with the long neck, giraffe.
Grass?
Yes, it eats. It doesn't bend to the ground, but it eats the leaves of the trees. So look at the teeth over here.
기린.
The teeth over here are very big. It can chew the leaves for a long time.
이건 기린. 이게 아니 이거 내 폰이.
Would you like to move on? The way we display these animals, we call them mounted animals or taxidermies. What we see here is the real skin and fur and the real feathers of the birds. They used to be alive, but after they died, we only kept the skin. We took out the insides. There are no bones, no muscles inside. Just the skin is from the real animal.
It's real fur. You're saying.
The fur is real.
이거 진짜 털이래. 박제. 박제.
So it looks very real. The eyes are made of glass. The teeth are made of plastic. The tongue is made of rubber. The only real thing is the skin and the fur and the feathers. But we tried, yes, it's the original size because it's the original skin. Now, these 4 animals are animals that used to live in Israel in the past. But now we don't have them in Israel anymore.
Anymore?
We have them in different places in the world,
Now we're
but
curious
not in
why.
Israel. If we say that they are locally extinct. They have, they died out in Israel because of us. Because people, let's look at the map, we'll see exactly what people did. So let's look at first without touching. You can see that this is a map of Israel. This is the Mediterranean Sea. You can see the Sea of Galilee, the Dead Sea. Okay, and this is what Israel looked like 200 years ago.
200년 전에 이랬대 이스라엘.
You can see that there are a few buildings, not a lot, and many animals. Now let's put our hands over these hand marks and see that the yellow light is turned on. You can see changes. What changes? Lots of buildings, lots of road, and a lot less animals. When we put our hand on the hand mark, we can see what Israel looks like today. So people have been doing different things. Pollution, habitat destruction means that we built our own things and there are no more open areas for the animals. And this is why all of these animals died. The lions were hunted by people. The bears, they just didn't have enough space to live. One bear needs a large area, and if we build roads and houses, etc., there's no room for the bears. So this is the idea of this exhibition. It tells us how people change nature. This is one of the goals of this museum. We want to monitor what is in nature now and what was here in the past. And we want to know what changes are happening. Yeah, children really like this display because they can see exactly what happened and then they understand. is displayed. Where do you think we are?
In the desert?
Yes, in the desert. We're in the south of Israel. This exhibition contains animals from Israel. And what we can see here is the exhibition is called The Web of Life. And it means that everything is connected. The plants, the animals, there are relationships between all of them. For example, this is a gazelle. What is the gazelle doing? The gazelle, what is it doing? What does it want to
뭐 하고
do?
있는 거 같네요. 뭘 하고 싶어 하는
Yes, it wants to eat. Snake?
스낵.
Snake up there, yeah. Good eyes. So it wants to eat the leaves of the tree. Is that good for the tree? When the gazelle eats the leaves of the tree, is that good for the tree?
가젤이 나무 잎에 싹을 먹으면 좋은 거네요, 나무한테.
Not so good. The tree needs the leaves, but it has lots of leaves, and the gazelle can't reach all of the leaves. So it's not very good, but okay. But kacha kacha, exactly. But it also eats the fruit of the tree with the seeds inside. You know the seeds? When you can plant seeds and the new plant grows. So the gazelle eats the fruit, eats the seeds, and what happens to the seed?
It's gone?
They come out of the other side in the droppings. So the gazelle walks to some other place, and the seeds are dispersed to places far from the tree. So it helps the tree when the gazelle eats the fruit. So we can see different relationships here between all these animals that all live in Israel in the desert.
So he's doing good work.
Yeah. Again, you can see the caracal that we saw earlier. Same animal.
이것도 홈이다.
And you can see that some animals here eat plants, some are predators. This is called a leopard-faced vulture. It's already extinct from Israel. They don't nest in Israel anymore, but we still have them in Africa and other places. This used to be the largest bird in Israel.
이게 진짜 큰 새였어요, 이스라엘에서. 근데 지금 멸종됐고.
목소리가? Eagle?
It's one kind of eagles.
Vulture.
Vulture?
Fortune 맨가?
And this is the smallest bird in Israel. It's called the sunbird. Can you see we have two of them? Different colors. Why are their colors different?
Bird?
Yes, a small bird here and here.
왜 색깔이 다르냐?
Tree, like tree.
아,
Yes, this one is the same color as the tree. This one?
I think she means like to protect himself. It has like similar color.
Yes, it's called camouflage. It looks like its environment, so they're hard to spot, but they're the same bird. So why are they so different?
근데 왜 색깔이 다를까요? Female or male?
Exactly. This is the male and this is the female.
Male is more beautiful.
Yes, the male is beautiful, exactly. To court, to find the female, it needs to be beautiful.
연결 지금 연결되는 걸 말한다. 이제 연결을 동물들이 연결되는.
These are two examples of cooperations. Two species working together. And together they can do things that each one alone can't do. This is called lichen. Lichen, you can see it growing on rocks. It's something very small. It's fungi and algae, two different organisms working together. One of them, the algae, can take the sunlight and turn it into sugar, like trees, like plants. Okay, it's an algae. It can produce food for both of them. The other one is a fungus. It can take water from the air and it can connect to the rock. So this is something, when they are together, this is something that can grow almost anywhere. In a desert where the ground is frozen, very cold. It can grow almost anywhere because these are two creatures working together. This is a coral. This lives in the sea. In here we also have two creatures working together. One is the coral. The coral is an animal, but inside the coral we have an algae. An algae is like a plant. It can use sunlight to produce sugar. And that's the food. That's the food for both of them. So one of them produces the food. The other one provides shelter, provides a place to live for the first one. And together we can see giant coral reefs in many places in the world. And other things in the sea, like different fish, etc. They also live next to the coral reef. So they change their environment. Where it used to be open sea, all of a sudden, it takes lots and lots of years, but we have a coral reef, which is a place where many different species can live together. So this cooperation, the fact that two species are working together and helping each other, this allows these organisms to change the world, to change their surroundings.
So it can grow in the desert.
This one can grow in the desert, this one grows in the sea. But also in places in the sea where there is very little food. So they can grow together because one of them produces food for the other one. It makes the food for the other one. I like this display over here.
지금 말해주는데 말을 안 해. 지금 여기 뭐라고 하면
I like this display. This is a bee, a honeybee. And look, this is a fly that eats the honeybee. This is a spider that eats the fly. Do you see? It's a whole chain of predators. Please. Go ahead.
아 이게 연속 저 벌을 제가 먹고 얘는 얘를 먹고 얘는 얘를 먹고 이렇게 체인 먹이 사슬 1, 2, 3, 4 먹이 사슬이야? 이렇게 이거 찍으실 거예요? 이렇게? 제가 먹이 사슬을 해야 되겠다.
왜 멸종됐냐고 우리가 오염수
오른쪽은 산호인데, 그러니까 곰팡이도 서로 햇빛을 이용해서 이렇게 곰팡이와 조류가 뭐예요? 그 안에 조류가 들어있나? 그럼 산호도 그 안에 조류가 살고 있대. 조류가 없어요. 곰팡이도 조류가 살고 있대. 서로 이렇게 도와가면서 한다는 게 한 명이
균을 말하나?
그런 걸 숨어 살게 지어주고.
조류는 새인데. 균 같은 거. 물어봐 여기다 바로.
This answers the question, what do we get from the environment? How nature helps us. So you can see different answers over here. What do we get from the sea? Sports and recreation. So these are things that we get from the environment. Yes, very good.
지금 이걸 오하고 있다는 거야? 이것도 얻고 있는 사람이 자연으로 얻고 있는
What was the question? What was the purpose of this? What do we, as people, what do we get from the environment? How does the environment help us? How does nature help us?
환경이나 자연이 우리를 어떻게 도와주나? 우리에게 무엇을 주나? 내가 I'm doing this.
Medicine.
약을 주고 오케이. 거기가 아니야.
You need to stand over here. And only one person.
Grace, can you touch the right? It's gone.
These are different environments.
My team.
Yes. I told you about hunting. It was in the 12th century. Yes, it was probably insects.
You didn't mention if there's archaeology.
No, you're correct. I can't say everything. But if you have a question, please ask me.
So you thought, you think probably the hunting was not.
Yes, because
It started extinguished from that time.
yes, from the 12th century. In the past, people didn't understand that we need to preserve nature, that nature is something that might go away. They thought that it would be here forever. So they hunted dangerous animals to show how strong they were. Look, I hunted this scary lion, and they bragged about it. But today we understand that when people live like this, they destroy everything. And when you destroy one species, it affects other species. Let's move on to the next exhibition. The next exhibition is very beautiful. It's called Treasures of Biodiversity, and it shows us some of the scientific collections that we have here at the museum. Let's go inside. This is the skeleton of a whale. A whale that lives in the sea, a mammal that lives in the sea. So this is a small whale. You can see it from the side also.
와우, 이렇게 짧은 거야, 쟤는? 그런 거.
This is called a Komodo dragon. It's a lizard that lives in Indonesia.
인도네시아. 뭐예요?
Crocodile.
저 코모도.
This is not a crocodile. It's a lizard.
Komodo
dragon.
도마뱀.
And we have a crocodile inside. I'll show you the crocodile. So this is not from Israel, just Indonesia.
인도네시아에서 온 거래요. 이스라엘에서 온 게 아니고. 엄청 큰데 위험한 거.
This is the scientific story of how everything evolved. All living things come from the same place, come from the same ancestor. And look at all the diversity. So many different animals, so many different plants.
What would you place here?
It's called Luca, last common universal ancestor. We don't know what it was exactly, probably something that's like bacteria or something. But philosophically, that was the last thing that we all had in common, last ancestor that's common to everything that's alive today.
And we don't have anything that answers this criteria.
Again, it's probably some kind of bacteria or ancient bacteria. But the bacteria that we have today has gone through evolution, same as we have. So it's not less developed or whatever people like to say about things here. Like, for example, this is a good example. One of the guys here said, but why are the mammals under the reptiles? Mammals should be on top.
Right.
But who says that mammals should be on top? Only if we are mammals, we say that mammals should be on top, but that's because we are mammals.
What does being on top signify? Complexity?
That's probably what this person thought. But it doesn't, because all of these could be complex or simple. They have all survived the same amount of time.
Okay, so this is what is the this axis?
Basically, it's an axis of time, but as you go, you can look at this as the
It's
center.
not an axis, it's like a
Yeah, and it's growing not only up, but
so
also to
reptiles
the side.
are relatively new.